Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life. And I got Trevin, who has sent me a question. And basically, he says, and it has to do with Runescape. He says that he's watched a lot of videos, and he's referring to a video that I did about quantity versus quality. And, he compares it to Runescape and adding all of, a whole bunch of stuff, but it's lower quality now. And, wants me to expound on that. Well, I can say that, that the quality versus quantity thing, I can talk a little bit more on that, but I can't say that I can speak to it really, really clearly on the fact of, in terms of Runescape. But I can say that when you have something that's good and it's making money, it is a natural reaction to want to produce more of it. And then you can fall into the trap of, producing a bunch more of it, but then going more towards production and losing the quality. And so when you ramp things up and you say hire more people and everything, then it's not just more people to produce the product. You also, when you get more than a couple of people, you also need to bring in somebody for quality control. And because if you don't, there's a lot of things that get overlooked. And it's human nature for anyone, whether they're a video game developer or they are, flipping burgers at, McDonald's or, any job, is to be lazy and to take the shortest route to getting something done. That is just general human nature. In fact, it's funny because this wasn't because I was lazy, but it was because I really didn't like what I was doing. But when I had this one job that was so boring to me, and I decided that I had to do it. And so when it's really boring, you figure out how to make it work better. And I did. I got a programmer in there, and we made some changes, made some more functionality, automated the boring parts, and made it so much better. I really was proud of that. And but it's just an example of wanting to take the easiest route. It's just a normal thing. And in fact, it's that theory is also used with building games to make the developers play the games, because then if you force them to play the game and they are bored with it, there's a severe problem. But if they are bored with it, they will start putting things into it that are fun. It's a really nice little method on getting quality out of developers, and making sure that it's fun. So because if it wasn't fun, then you players aren't going to enjoy it either. And so basically, it's a common problem anywhere that whenever you ramp up quantity, that you have a problem with quality. And and I have, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm sure you have, that, I used to post a couple of videos a week, and now I'm posting a couple a day. And, so one of the things that I paid attention to right off the beginning was that really, if I was going to step up how much I was recording, that it needed to not be crap, and it needed to not be boring stuff, and it needs to be visually just as nice. And I talked recently about reducing the resolution of my videos to 720p, and some of you guys are going, "Hey, there's a 1080p video in here." Well, yes, there is. It's because I have a lot of stuff pre-scheduled, and I worried about that because it's lowering the quality, in my opinion. And on the heels of a month and a half after raising production of how many videos I do, and so I was very, very conscious of that, and looked at that as maybe a lessening of the quality overall. Most of you, I know, don't watch my videos in 1080p, and even when you are watching them in 720p or even lower, some of the comments I see, which are pretty nifty, are that I'm known as the guy with the highest quality videos on YouTube or whatever. I never set out to be there. I just happened to be lucky enough to have a really nice camera. And the camera costs as much as a really nice used car, but I just happen to be lucky with that. And I'm not always confident in the other areas of quality. So if I could throw money at it and make it higher quality, that's what I did. Even not knowing how much it would affect my videos, but it worked out. So. Anyway, I can't speak on the RuneScape thing. All I can say is that it's a normal thing that when production goes up, quality goes down, and so it has to be the company that wants to make a difference on that if they're going to, keep the higher quality, and they will actually, make more money if they put some more money into quality control than if they just pump out the same stuff that everybody's been enjoying and just at a little lesser quality. So, a couple things here. One is, I want to give away, I've got a bunch of these, so it's another Diablo 3 trial key for those of you who have not been able to try it yet. And then, I keep getting questions about all of the stuff here that I have on my shelves, and some of the history behind it, some of what stuff is. I get asked, people say, "Oh, can you tell me what that is, or this, or that, or whatnot?" And so I thought, well, I'm not really going to take any requests for what to talk about, but from time to time in my videos, I will pull out something and tell a little bit of history behind it. In this case, it is my license plate here. The MMORPG. My family did not understand what it was, especially like my mom. She's like, "What does your license plate say? Memorp?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, it stands for the part of the video game industry I'm in." And the next question is always, "Well, what part is that?" And I say, "Oh, well, I do massive multiplayer online role-playing games." That's how they look at me. They don't know what the hell to think. So, anyway, when I got that, I didn't think that license plate would be available, honestly. And when I got a custom plate, I thought, I want to get something that says something about me. And so, actually, my first choice was the word Marky. But, that one actually was already taken. So I had to put down 3 choices, which I really hated. I really wished that the DMV had something there to where I could just look up what was available or what was not available. Either way, I don't care. And then, I would know what to submit for and maybe put in a second or third choice just in case it was gone by the time I got my submission in. But in the case of Oregon, you just have to take a shot in the dark. And you have 3 chances, and so you put down 3 different things, and it's only 6 letters, or 6 digits, 6 characters. Like here in Mississippi, there's 7. I could spell so much more with 7 than I could with 6. I could put MMORPG S, multiples. So, anyway, that was my second choice. I don't remember what my third was, and I was very, very surprised that I got it, and I actually liked it a lot more. And when I used to have my Hummer, and before that I had a big Suburban with tires that actually were, I think, about 3.5 foot tall. They were huge mud tires. I looked like such a redneck running around Portland. but I loved every minute of it. And and then when I had the Hummer, I all the time would get people that would pull up next to me at a stop, and they'd be like, thumbs up, or they'd be like, I'm a gamer, you know. And I'd be like, cool. So, anyway, that is just one of the items that are here on my wall here. This is really kind of a wall of memories of my gaming, and so I could probably talk on and on and on about the stuff, or even make just videos dedicated to the stuff. But yeah. So anyway, okay. Well, I hope that answers your question. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.